It's the last act of the first half. It's a first half that's been tight. It's been technical, it's been tactical. And England have struggled, it must be said, to cope with Maradona. They're not the first team to have suffered like that, but at least we can go in at the interval with the scores level, and Bobby Robson with perhaps a thought or two in the containing of Maradona to pass on at half-time. For the moment, though, we'll take a break.
With 0-0, there's no doubt that Argentina are ahead so far on points, and I'm sure millions of you at home may be looking for just a little bit of reassurance before we wait for the second half. Kevin Keegan, Mike Channon, Jimmy Greaves, what reassurance can we offer? Kevin?
Well,
none.
There's certainly... I mean, Maradona's probably had more touches on his own than the whole of the England midfield three, I think. I think that's fair to say. But the great thing about it is, for all the domination that they've had, they've not seriously troubled Peter Shilton. He's not looked uncomfortable at all. Maybe slightly from the free kick.
Believe it or not, I'm quite pleased. I think we've done well. We've shut them out. They haven't had a chance, as we say. What we've got to do now, we've got to get someone from the middle of the park. Once it's broken down, we've got to get them in to get forward and support the mid two, the front two rather. Because they haven't had a kick.
Like who?
Well, Hodge and Stevens, I would have thought, are the obvious two.
Yeah.
Because they're the two free players. No doubt they've been working hard back, but they've got to get forward. They've got to get forward and support the front players.
Actually, we have done very well defensively, haven't we?
Yes.
We've kept them tight. They haven't really had a serious chance, and we've done the work in that department. Now we've got to look to progress from that and do a bit of attacking ourselves.
We did question Terry Fenwick's inclusion early on, and in fact he was booked very early in the game for the foul on who else but Diego Maradona.
I think it was a silly one, this, you know. I just can't... He wasn't really going anywhere too dangerous, and he really lunged in. That's the sort of tackle you expect from a midfield player, not from a defender.
Well, he is a midfield player, isn't he?
Well, he's played midfield this season for Queen's Park Rangers, certainly, Jimmy. And then he was involved here.
He's very lucky here that the referee wasn't looking
watch Maradona
the other
as he
way,
goes on.
because he turns and he does give him a clump.
And it looks as though he does certainly make a contact there with Maradona.
That for me is just stupidity, you know. After a yellow card, to go and do something like that off the ball, the player not in a dangerous position.
Straight
Incredible. He's lucky to be on still. The referee hasn't got eyes in the back of his head, luckily.
Yes, indeed. As you say...
We mustn't be anti-Fenwick. We're still 0-0. And,
Yes, and we've flooded the midfield as I think you predicted, Mike.
What's disappointed me slightly is the fact that we said, look, all right, we know Maradona's a world-class player, but we've got our strengths. Now, at the moment, our strengths, whatever you feel they are, whatever anybody at home feels they are, they're not coming through. You know, Lineker, you know, we just said before, he won't need to repair his boots. He's not getting any service. Even Beardsley's starting to come way back now to pick it up. And that's the difference with Maradona, you see. When he's not in the game, he can go back and take it off the sweeper. He can play anywhere.
I think we've done half the job, though. It looks very much like a Donna Howe plan. You know, we've done half the job. I think second half, we've got to get forward.
In fact, the only chance we had was when the pitch probably caused their keeper to slip Pompidou and very nearly left an opening here. He's flailing out there as Beardsley gets on the turn.
He's done great there. The lad,
he tried to score, actually, didn't he? Which was not bad.
He's capable of scoring. He scores goals like that.
It was a good effort. I'm not being critical of him at all.
From another angle here.
Would have been a bit harsh. I mean, much of him loved it. The pitch did seem to get the beating of the keeper. He was...
I tell you, the pitch, the ball's rolling so bad for the players. The pitch is diabolical, isn't it? I mean, I can't believe that they're going to play semi-final of a World Cup. You know,
I can't believe they can't do just a little bit more with it, Mick. You know,
well,
I mean, they know it's bad. Everyone who's played on it says it's bad, and still it's bad. I mean, they can water it, roll it. I'm sure they can do something.
Right. So we've contained them. Can we now beat them?
Well, I think what we've got to do is Beardsley and Lineker, along with Stephen and Hodge, have got to adopt a Harrier-type attitude and go at them with the old motto, who dares wins, Brian.
Well, there we are,
That's
James.
it.
You've done it
I
again
think the
for
other
us.
player, you know, when we said who can get forward, I mean, I know he can't play, he's injured, but it is tailor-made for Brian Robson, this game. Someone to go from midfield without the ball and get in there where it hurts. And we haven't gambled yet. And I'd like to see us not stupidly gamble, but just take a risk, because, you know, a faint heart never won a fair lady.
I think
Who dares?
Right, we can go back to the Azteca now, because I can see Brian Robson there. Jim Rosenthal's waiting to talk to him.
Brian Robson, you've been passing round instructions in there. What's the mood in the dressing room?
It's quite good, Jim. We know that we're doing quite well. We're containing them. But I think what it is now, the front two have had a hard game. We haven't got good service to them. So it's up to the back four. The back four have maybe just got to step up a bit and come out now and again, and let's bring the ball forward, get closer to the front people, so then we can play from there.
I would think most of the lads, though, quite happy to be goalless at this stage, perhaps.
Well, not really.